warm grass. I moved through air that tasted like sunlight, like the warmth of light becoming liquid. White fabric brushing my skin, like the touch of someone remembered only in dreams. And the world smelled like summer. Not the idea of summer, not memory, but summer itself. Coconut on the air, berries, freedom. The weightlessness of now spilled golden down my spine. Right, alive, present. A glass caught the light, vessel berries floating in cool sparkling water. We dropped ice into it, like an offering. And the song made us laugh, clear and ringing, as if the moment itself laughed with us. Two silent wanderers stepped into the garden, as if they had slipped in from another dimension. One raised her arms in holy rapture, the other whispered love poems to the weeds. Holy, and a soft and wondrous foolishness, strange and beautiful, like us. The garden folded itself around us like a secret. We didn't speak, we just knew. The world we knew had shifted behind the wheel. You had fire in your palm, as if it had always belonged there, as if something ancient was watching, not to judge, but simply to witness. Your hands moved with the calm force of something born to create, lit from within, steady and sure. You moved the flame through air, slowly, deliberately, like tracing spells into the sky. Each gesture carried something older still, memory,
Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. That's where I was at. I was visiting family out of town, but I'm back now. We're going to look at these markets. We're going to look at Bitcoin dumping, no surprise. Crypto dumping, no surprise. Silver melting up, really no surprise. And the Japanese yields going nuts, which kind of possibly caused some selling in some of the equities markets, but they rebounded today. So give me real quick a sound check. I put on some filters, trying to like improve the audio quality, like where there's no sound behind me. So let me know if it's bad. I'll just turn it all off and I'll figure it out later. But just give me an update on it if it's weird or something. I don't even know what it sounds like. So, all right. It might be terrible actually. So it's a lot of different filters without testing. So, okay, here's Bitcoin, man. I mean, like, the reason why we would say no surprise is because on the rally, we got the little downtrend market, bear market rally. I don't like using the word bear, but market participants pushed the price of the asset up to the most key level we could dream of in this vicinity, or at the swing lows from 2024 all the way to 2025, swing highs. It's just everything. And they tried from the 27th all the way to the 30th over the weekend, and it just not enough demand. And I could certainly see why. I mean, remember, momentum driven asset, momentum in the hands of the sellers, lower highs, lower lows until that changes. Okay. And so finally, on the new day, the new week, the new month, algos and bots went nuts, right? And we talk about new month, new price action. That's exactly what happened. Not new, just more of the same. And just back in the gutter where we were November 22nd, down over 6%, $5,500. It's disgusting, man. It really is. And better hope this holds right here locally, because there just really is looking left. There's nothing here till 78K minimum, 78, 77. But if we're going to be real, I mean, looking left, I mean, it's like 73.8 to 74K. That's like a target area. As you can see, the price action we historically get is straight up and down. So that was the worst. And also, like, the downtrend, this channel we're in, Heartline respected, right, as resistance, while it was confluent with the horizontal line support resistance. So pretty nice to see. I would say that's like some brilliant TA respect right there, man. Trend is friend if you're a bear. And they did the perfect thing. So, I mean, that's just what happens, right? Like, buyers test areas and they just realize, oh my God, dude, 72 plus hours of testing a level. There are not enough of us to be able to recapture the key level of levels. And so forget this. I'm going back to selling. I'm out. I'm relenting. Sellers take back, control the asset, and you big drawdown. And a lot of these altcoins getting wrecked too. I mean, it's nasty. I mean, Solana's in a really, really bad situation where if they do not hold this level that we're at, I mean, you have like an $80 target or something stupid. So it's cool that we're looking at Bitcoin, and we will look at these altcoins, but we have to give credit and pay homage to the second largest metal out there that was implying what it was about to do. My God, the amount of drama that was going on the day before Thanksgiving, the half day, the evening after Thanksgiving, even when CME futures reopened, right? I believe it was, the 27th. They were about to push this thing to all-time highs, and it was their servers overheated and they had to shut them down. And you know what it really was. It was short sellers were caught with their pants down, the big boys, and they had to reallocate. They had to switch their positions before futures prices and paper prices caught up to physical demand, or we have a 1 year deficit in silver. And so lo and behold, the 28th, huge 5.63% candle break out of the ascending triangle, all-time highs, and just fall through today. We were up over 4% at the highs, hit a record of 58.85. So $60 is the first target because that's a Fibonacci extension from that previous October 16th high to the low point. So the structure's Fibonacci extension. I'll just show you real quick. And we had the dragon. This is the most recent trade setup in the Patreon/Citadel. It's the first month, first best day to join the Patreon Citadel, where you get access to the these trade setups. And so the gold mean ratio. Either way, this was target 2 of this 4-hour trade, the gold mean ratio. And then, I mean, you just don't know where this is gonna go, man. I mean, the zeros and the fives, 60, 70, 75, 100 one day. It's possible. Very, very possible. 1 second, chat. Mama Ivy is calling me real quick. 1 sec.
Love the bear market.
Sorry, that was an important Mama Ivy call I had to take. All right, so anyway, yeah, this is an incredible little trend is your friend, bullish structure and bullish trend. What I loved, I think it was the best opportunity possibly that existed on all markets, at least for a short period of time. That's the space-time continuum, man, where you just never get this, bro. You never get this. The rarity of the event where, okay, 49.80 is the old all-time high from 2011. The buyers lost it. They tried to break it twice locally, and then they failed twice, and you had a slightly lower low, and then the buyers recaptured that key level, and then they reconfirmed its validity as support. This arrow is pointing to that event. That's the spring back test, and that's the high probability outcome variable you see sometimes on charts. It was right there. Potential dragon. And then the day of the 24th, they broke out and confirmed the bullish dragon, and it's been number go up ever since. And target 1 quick 54.45 and on the way to 60. Here, I'll pull it up real quick so you can see it. So y'all telling me my audio is good, huh? For real? Because that's amazing, dude. Let me pull this up. Oh God, it's doing this crap again. So I'm pulling it up. Okay. Okay, pop-ups. Yeah, 80% off, chat, on TradingView. Get your Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals in. Okay, here it is. Do you see, chat, on my screen? It's the silver trade. There was even bullish divergence on the slightly lower low. This is an incredible combination you're looking for. It was ideal. Easy to manage risk, optimum entry, and maximum upside potential if it succeeded. Whereas you can see, target 1 was simply just the all-time high, the old all-time high from October 16th and the 13th of this month. That was it. Simple, right? And then if we were blessed enough for price discovery, okay, sorry, 56.94 was target 2. Target 3 is 60. Okay, the conclusion of a 4-hour trade. Remember, we think about trade setups, right? You're trying to trade the trend, okay? So you're in a bullish book, and if you're trading that trend, the trade setup, the long trade setup in the trend is the chapter. So this is just a chapter in the long-term book, the trend. And so, yeah, the trade might conclude, the 4-hour trade might conclude successfully at 60, but this thing is doing something it's never done in 50 plus years. Back testing a 50-year resistance, 2011 resistance as support. There's just no way of knowing how high this can go. So if you were going to target for 4, we'd be looking at a 2618, I guess, which is 68.96. You want to target 5, 3618, that's 77.89. So it's just simple, cute little dragon pattern that is extremely successful out the gate. We're almost to the conclusion of it. If you didn't want to leave a moon back, which I think it might be a good idea based on what's happening around the world, the quantitative easing that's coming, $1.5 trillion about to be printed by the Fed, the stimulus checks that Trump's going to print for everyone, all the normies, and I think there's just more of it coming. I think China's going to continue to devalue their currency. So this is hard money, and this is not just store value. This is industrial. I mean, semiconductors, chips need silver, and we're at a 1-year plus deficit. They would need to mine for a year to catch up with demand. That's real. That's a fundamental, beyond technical analysis thing. So silver, amazing, man. Just wanted to harp on that because this has been where the concentration of the brain's been. This has been it, man. Not Bitcoin, not crypto. I know y'all are obsessed, but this was it right here. So let's see if it can continue. Maybe we get a target 3. I don't know why it wouldn't. You might pull back. You might come back, test 54. At this point, you're in such good shape. The trend's so good. You could come back to $51 and make the highest low in the history of silver. That's what's crazy about it. So great shape, great trend, price discovery. And speaking of price discovery, look at the thumbnail of this, the title of this stream. We got to look at something, a Mag 7 that's doing what no other Mag 7 is doing right now, and it's Aapl. And it is the bull pole, the bull flag, the breakout. All-time highs as I'm speaking to you right now. What a trend. I'm talking about how much we love this one, just based on higher highs, higher lows. Breaking all-time highs and just sustaining above it. And such good respect of this high and tight flag. You've never seen this price, though. It's trading at right now, 281.58. Never until today. We've done it, man. So just big hype in the chat. Shout out to silver and Aapl at the same time. And yeah, hold on a sec. Got a couple contributions. I think one was when Mama Ivy was calling. Let me give credit where credit's due. Laszlo, thank you so much, dude, for the 420. Just love the bear market. Bear market for crypto, not for other assets. Anon, thanks so much for the 1776. Thanks again for all the T education throughout the years. Been shorting ETH. Good. Screw ETH. Screw crypto right now. Trend is friend. The only thing to do is not own it or to be short strategically, right? If it's testing resistance and failing, by all means, if you have a stop loss protectively set up right above that level, go for it. Do your thing, man. But I'm just saying, like, you don't have to be short either, but they're just other assets, other markets with trends that are favorable. I mean, look at this chart. Find me a crypto that exists that looks like Aapl right now. You won't find it. But dude, Zcash, bro. Come on. Zcash. Oh, wait a second. Zcash? Your precious Zcash chat? Nah, I'm good, dude. I'm good. Done 21+% today. What's it now? 55%? 50 at the lows, down 57% in 2 weeks. Okay. I mean, cool on the run up, man. As long as you took profit, that's great, man. But just now, forget about it. Gold, though, broke out, but yeah, it's, you know, it's pretty, you know, only up 0.36% today. But hey, cool. Some triangle. Yesterday was better, where you had a engulfing candle of 1.37%. So, not yesterday, but the last candle, that was the breakout. So, you know, it was the highest price since October 21st. Very nice to see. And it's just like, will we be able to really close above the November 13th high? I think that's the big breakout point to maybe see a run to test all-time highs again. But hype in the chat for your precious metals, at least doing things, not collapsing like crypto. And then we look at the S&P futures real quick. Man, that's great to hear that if the audio is... So the audio is like literally better, chat. Let me know if it's better than it's ever been, because I've never had these filters on in my life. I was doing some research, try to see if I could improve. Yeah, so the S&P futures, well off the lows. It was looking kind of sketchy in the evening, but I mean, I'm just kind of like, we need to make a higher high. Even we don't even need, we don't even want a same high. We are still in this, yeah, I know, right here, but this high could still end up being lower than this high. So forget about it. Like, we have not eclipsed a previous major high. So this high to low, where are we? 88% retrace. We have more work to do. We must, if we sell off here, we're going to really pray that we put in a higher low at some point than the previous low, and then run again and then make a higher high. Something needs to turn around, because all we're doing is lower highs, lower lows. Most recent event was the lower low. But yeah, we took out these local highs. Okay, that's great, man. But I still think this is the big high that needs to be broken. So I don't even know if I'm sold on this really till we're making a fresh all-time high, because you could almost like plot this now. Like, it's just a tough situation to be in when it's like this. Yeah, that's not deep enough on the B to D wave, but you could 886 that and it's still kind of sketch. But yeah, we're just seeing like a big rotation, it seems like. I mean, Amazon's catching bids now. Like, it's been catching bids too off that M-shaped 886. Very crisp. Oh, nice, dude. Like a potato chip or something. Protein chip. Yeah, need more on index funds to feel more comfortable about the situation. Not out of the woods, but not as bad as we were, you know, like a week ago. That's for sure. Okay, I'll give you that. NASDAQ, same thing, where it's just no higher highs yet after the lower low. So it could be still a lower high. Yeah, even in the channel. Not quite where we want to be yet. If we are going to sell off, we would want to put in a higher low than the previous low while we hold our breath and hope we get it. Okay. All right. So the couple of your index funds, and then, you know, I guess we look at the Dow Jones too. Dow Jones futures, big bearish golden candle going on right now, down 0.72%. Still like, you know, not as big of a deal because you haven't put in those consecutive lower highs and then a couple lower lows before it, but you are, you know, still unable to rival your previous high. So if they do sell off, all we can do is pray that we get a higher low at this point. Okay, and then your small caps. I'm live early because I just, you know, I've been out and I've been gone, and Monday is like my busiest day, and I don't want to like do like a super late live stream because it's first of the month too. It's just like I start feeling weird when I haven't gone live long, like in a while. So that's why I'm here. Roll Tide, by the way, beating Auburn in the Iron Bowl was huge. Hype in the chat for that. So, all right, you want to look at some of these cryptos, these altcoins. We can. Let's look at, I mean, this is the Russell 2000, not making higher highs yet. A nice rally off the lows. But if a sell-off occurs, I think you're okay. If you make a higher low, if you come down to 28.36 even, you test this as support again, you're still probably okay. I mean, you're back above the 2021 all-time high. You got to love that. So no problem here. The trend is still good, intact. No issues, even if you had a big drawdown. You're in decent shape on this. Okay, let's go to Ethereum, down 8.43%. It's kind of scary, man, because you got the harmonic optimum price of the bullish butterfly. You caught your little reaction. It was pathetic. Pathetic, chat. And then just major dump. And the problem is back below extremely important support resistance level. I mean, this is not a joke. Going back to May 2021 or when it was rejected and lost, I mean, it dumped $1,700+ So maybe they're going to try to defend it, but I would not at all trust this. You can't trust bullish patterns and bearish trends like this. This is just like a wave structure that really helped us see maybe where this was going, because we were looking at this as early as up here. I mean, we're like, oh my God, dude, the extension pattern. So it just took it to the max threshold of its validity, which is the hop, and it's kind of doing terrible down here. So I would say, like, if you stay below 2,900, given enough time, the next target's like 2,400. You can see how price action correlates to that so well from 2023, 2024, and even 2025. You go back to even 2021, it was there. So that is the target if you stay below this 2,900, 3,000 zone for too long. That's on deck. Okay, so that does mean, and you know, and they could, the day closes, right? We get a new day. They could run this thing up to 2,900 to 3,000 to back test it bearishly. That's how bad of shape you're in. And that would be a stronger form of confirmation that you're screwed. So, I mean, you have about 12% downside, 12.5% downside on Ethereum below 3K for too long. All right. Better look out. It's not a great situation here. And that goes the same for, it doesn't matter what crypto you're looking at, man. BNB, down 7%, you know, gunning for its lowest daily close since August 11th. You know, obviously not as bad a shape anything because it outperformed everything leading up to the end of all times, all things, right? The largest liquidation event in the history of crypto occurred, and the market has been dead ever since. Like hardcore dead. You're losing the 200-day simple moving average. Whoa, oh, sorry. Hold on. One sec. Gosh, dang, I forgot. One sec. Yep. My battery was low on that one, and I just forgot about it. So you just had a 4-hour candle close. But yeah, I mean, BNB is not even the worst. I would think, like, at this point, I mean, yeah, 793, but 700's probably, 691's probably your next big target, 660. Like, that's where there'd probably be a lot more liquidity than where you are right now. If the downtrend continued for Bitcoin and altcoins, that's maybe a good level. 691. So your downside target probably like 15 to 20% downside on BNB eventually. All right. Now let's look at XRP, down 7%. Oh, wow, chat. Look what they did. You caught a reaction off a key support where there's no surprise there. But what did it do? It manifested into the lowest high of the downtrend, and you've just rolled over, which is exactly what happens in downtrends. And now you will be going for another local test of this support. And I got to tell you, man, this support might be getting weaker and weaker. Excuse me. If you lose 190, it's going to be a really bad situation. We're going to have to do wellness checks on Alex Cobb. Not going to be good, but you can't be surprised based on what's happening, right? You just got to think the trend, sellers are in control of this asset. If they lose this support, there's nothing left. I mean, there are a couple scam wicks that they might, you know, checkpoint 173, 163. I don't think you're going to be as fortunate this time if it actually breaks. Someone is continuously offloading their XRP. That's just reality, chat. They are. That was pathetic too. Think about how far away this previous little high was than before. 11.15% lower than the previous major high. That was lower than these highs. That was lower than these highs. This high and this high and this high and that. You get what I'm saying? You're downtrending. You better pray to God that this holds. But I don't, with this, again, with the trend being what it is, I have no faith that this support will hold. What do you think, chat? I mean, we could obviously plot probably some sort of really cool downtrend channel, you know? Like, I don't know how I would anchor, really. Maybe like that. I mean, there's your channel. There's your downtrend conceptualized. It's awful. Like you talk about maybe 163, that same one, you know, that swing low. That'd be the bottom of the channel. Good God. Not a great place. It's like the meme of the bus, and there's one guy looking at a wall, you know, the side of a mountain, sad and lonely and whatever, miserable. And that's crypto. And then the other guy on the other side of the bus looking at a beautiful pasture with sunny rays beaming through the clouds, and it's metals, possibly Aapl, a few random stocks, different worlds on the other side of the aisle. Crypto, gross. And it just like, it doesn't matter. You could go almost anywhere in this space and it's terrible. Even those privacy coins, it was a speculative driven rally and it was over. Look at Dash. I mean, do I even need to show you how bad? 68% in 27 days. FOMO should be criminal, should be felonious to ever buy into pumps like that. And people did. You know they did. You have crypto bros that are like, crypto's the only way to do it. We can only go long on crypto. Oh, I must buy Dash. Destroyed. Just ruined. So, yeah, I mean, Dash and Zcash, sorry, dude. No party here. But Pepe coin, chat. Nope. Pepe coin gunning for its lowest daily close since February of 2024. And I hate to be the breaker of bad news, breaker of bad Pepes. But if you look left, understand there's no liquidity. There's no general consensus area where market participants, multiple market participants, would have any limit order set up. There's nothing here on Pepe till whatever this is. Worthless becomes even more worthless, like 55% downside potential on Pepe coin. I just don't think some of y'all know how bad it is for the lesser thans. Worse than MicroStrategy. What? How could anything be worse? Yeah, it is. You want to see MicroStrategy? I mean, they're bringing it back today, aren't they? That's whoa, man. But like they gapped this thing down pretty much the price where it's at right now. But this morning, 155.80, they took it to the lowest level seen since September of last year. But maybe they need to go. Yeah, okay. So what are they doing? All right, there's no indication or evidence yet that what was once resistance from 2024 is resistance again, right? Because they just gapped this thing. It was terrible. What they might need to do is reconfirm the validity of this zone as resistance before going lower. Yeah, because they don't know. No one knows right now. They want to know. Just like Bitcoin. You look above my head. They needed to make sure after they broke it November 20th, they needed to make sure that it was really a resistance. And that's what this little bear market, bear flag rally was, okay? Perfect respect before drawing down. So good stuff, man. You know, Bitcoin on the new 4-hour candles rallying. what a word rally means, you know. It could be this way for all the digital asset treasury companies. I think it was what's his name? Tom Lee or whatever. Here's his Bitmine immersion down over 10 billion. No, I'm sorry. It's down. What is it down? I think 400 million? I have it up. Hold on. I'll give it, yeah, over $4.4 billion P&L right now on this fund. Down $776 million today. That's Bitmine. And really, if you look left on this one, I mean, can you even do TA on it? Probably not. But if you look at swing lows, I mean, there's no support till 20 bucks, maybe 15 bucks. What did they rally this thing? Okay. It'd all be a lower high rally. But yeah, I mean, all over the place, you got this going on today. It's been brutal. I mean, what happened to Shiba Inu coin? They took it to the next support. They took it back to levels not seen since November 2023, put in a lower high, and you're going for a retest. Better hope it holds. Terrible trend. I mean, does it matter which one we go to? Not really. I mean, I thought y'all were crypto bros. You want to see the cryptos. About Cardano. Remember? No bounces here, chat. Down 8.43%. Hitting its, I mean, outside of the liquidation event on Binance, if you go to Coinbase, this doesn't exist. So let's just say without that, the lowest price seen since the election, the 8th of November, maybe. Yeah, no, 7th of November. And to lose this, you're looking, I mean, we haven't even talked about, this was the target, the bottom target for Cardano. Remember up here? Well, dude, I mean, you're looking at what? It was 51, then 46, 41, then 37 cents. And here we are. And it's like below 37 cents. I guess you would just say maybe 30 cents, 31 cents. Some liquidity would be there. But if they don't hold that, then it's just a 24-cent support. That would be on deck if you lose this last level. So you better pray Bitcoin, what it's doing right now. It better hold and it better start putting in a higher low and running, man. You better pray. It's not a good situation to be in when all you can do is pray for this asset class. It's in such a terrible trend. Yep, crypto bros in the chat. That's right. New Fed share pick should be this week. Oh man, wonder what that's gonna do. Yeah, MicroStrategy is so bad. That's right, Brad. Are the Bulls' souls crushed yet? Yeah, I mean, this is a complete demoralization. Utter devastation. I mean, look at something like Algorand. Dude, they were gonna change the world, and you're at the lowest price since November 10th. You know, they're wiping out the remainder of the election gains on that crazy pump. What a trend, though. Doesn't matter where you go, man. You're pretty much getting the same thing all over this place. Remember Filecoin's pump? It's all done now. It's all gone. Back to the genesis of the scam pump and dump. Remember, this was CZ's butler. He did enrich them. Go ahead and buy Filecoin and just sell it in 2 days. It's done. That's all crypto is now. If you get pumps like this, understand what's coming next. Oh man. All right. Let's look at total real quick and then we'll get out of this dumpster fire of a market. Yeah, it's bad, man. I know. Total. They're taking it back below levels that, remember, November 2021, the everything bubble. Everything. Pictures of monkeys and rocks were going for $1 million+. We are trading below that level right now. The peak of the mania. Disgusting. All I can say is you better pray that total recapture, the buyers recapture 3 trillion soon. You better hope that locally some higher low comes in and they start rallying it on the new month to scare everybody. And that was it. And we're going on a big recovery or something. I mean, above 3 trillion, you have really good upside potential based on historical price action, but look how well that bear flag performed. That's what's crappy about it. You're just in a really entrenched downtrend right now. Heavy seller momentum, and that just makes it very difficult to have any confidence in any sort of bid, any rally that comes in. It sucks. But Nicholas, Wi-Fi had a limited supply, man. You just don't understand. Hey, Wi-Fi hit 95K long before Bitcoin did. At least you got that going for you. I just don't know what to say, man. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad situation. US dollar tether dominance. We can look at that because that one was looking so good. Oh, God. What a trend. What a freaking trend. I mean, working on possibly the highest daily candle close. It is like if they go any higher and we in 3 hours, 46 minutes on a close, we might be seeing the highest daily candle close on US dollar tethered dominance since November 2023. It's not quite there, but like, again, a little bit higher. Like where it was at the highs of the day would have given us that. So just super strong. And like where all these this base of buying substantially higher than the previous bases. But yeah, you are. I mean, there are a couple support resistances, like, you know, like February 2023. Look, you know, you got February 2024, the top of the harmonics, August 2024, April 2025. It's definitely a level where there's resistance. So, you know, they might pull it back. The problem is it's in such good shape. They could pull this thing back to 4.9%, and it's still going to be the higher low, pivot, back test, and run again later. So it's just, you're in bad shape here. And then, okay, so that's really, I mean, you want to look at more cryptos, bro? Really? Dude, look at Ethereum Classic going for its lowest daily candle close, Jesus, since 2021, March 2021. These coins are cooked. Overcooked, man. Driest chicken ever. Remember, this was the original Ethereum. All right, let's look at these Japanese yields. I know they've pulled back, but you guys see this, just like in case you've been living under a rock for the past 12 hours. It's still up there, man. Japanese 10-year yield, highest level since 2008. Let me go and show you here. Yeah, since June 2008. I mean, like, you don't have to go too much further to see all-time highs. Wow, I'm gonna set up these horizontal lines here. There you go. 1.9, 1.99, and 2%. There you go. That's to the level, the highest levels we've seen. I mean, you're up there. Incredible. This is why equity sold off last night, but they've recovered pretty well. I mean, S&P, NASDAQ only down a little bit. It was way worse earlier. So yeah, crypto though, I think was the biggest loser of this. And you can go to the other ones too. The 30-year yields. Also, like up there, gapped up 1.2% off its highs, but near an all-time high. 40-year yields off the highs, but just closing in. I mean, it would be like the second highest daily close ever in an hour 43 minutes. What a trend. All-time highs. So this just means like people, I mean, the debt to borrow yen in Japan it's no longer that viable option like it had been. It's getting harder and harder, more and more expensive to borrow in yen, and then buying equities, gold, silver. It's going to be harder to buy assets now because that's called the carry trade. The printer is going to have to come on. They're going to have to destroy their they're going to debase their currency more. That's pretty much what's going to happen. That's been happening. They're going to do it again. All right, so let's I know we can look at the other stocks. I mean, the market's open right now. We're in power hour. Sorry, I forgot to do it. I don't even know. Oh yeah,
It's time for Power Hour.
power hour, man. Oh, what the? Let's look at these other metals real quick, and we'll go to the Mag 7s, okay? Beyond Meat up 40+% today. It's insane. Oh, natural gas though, pumping, dude. Highest price seen since July. Nice to see that. Wow, gasoline up today almost 3%, but nasty downtrend. It's just, you can't, it's like a bear market little pump. It doesn't matter. Oil's up 1.7%. Here's the thing, man. You have a controversial take here. You have possibly an insane Gartley that's going to usher in the reversal of this entire trend. It's possibly, I mean, like, it's not really valid yet, I don't think, until we see prices above 61.74 for real. But like, it's there. I'm just pointing it out. And if it fails, you know what? Crab pattern. So I'm just wondering if what's going to happen here. I'm thinking about it, looking at it. I just hate the most recent event where this key level from years ago is being regarded as resistance. So the verdict is out on this for sure. It would be interesting. It would be so interesting if it did play a role as a reversal structure because of the AW1, which the largest aggregate of the AW1, the Bloomberg Commodity Index Futures, is oil and gas. And look at it. This is one we've been monitoring for a while, talking about for a while. And the complex inverse head and shoulders, the most beautiful structure you could ever imagine. They broke it out. Last week, it had its highest weekly candle close since January 2023, above the 200-week moving average. A measured move takes you to 122.23. Well, again, the highest weighted assets in this oil and gas. Then metals after that, and then after metals would be like, you know, your agriculture, your coffee, your soybeans, your corn, your wheat. They're the least significant in this this blend. So interesting stuff here. Oil and gas. You wonder, we just broke out, and there just happens to be a bullish Gartley that's very real and a potential. It's still valid as an idea. I don't think it's valid as a structure quite yet because it hasn't really started going. And I think the confirmation would be to break that key level we just looked at. But let's just think about it, okay? Let's just like keep it in the back of our mind. Oil with a Gartley pattern after a long extended downtrend. And then you got the AW1 right here that broke out. It's for real broken out. Think about how large this structure is, man. It is huge. 1,000-day large pattern. All right, so maybe it will turn things around for us. So gold and silver, the precious metals doing things. How's platinum doing today? I don't think it's doing too much, right? No, I think it's down. Yeah, platinum's down today. But yesterday, last week, though, was a 10.55% candle. It was last week was the highest weekly candle close we had seen since January 2013. Wow. Over a decade highs on the close. So the big resistance, testing it again, just can't keep it together. I think that's because you have gold and silver kind of selling off right now. Maybe some profit taking from traders causing that to happen on platinum. But yeah, big resistance liquidity zone here, 1700s. Remember, it's like, look, dude, 20, that is it. So real. To break that, the promised land. But until then, as long as you make a higher low than previous lows, the trend will continue. You're all good. But platinum's, pulling back today. And then, I think copper, same thing. Copper is flat, But hey, intraday, highest price seen since July. That's very real. This thing, above old all-time highs from 2021, 2022, and even 2024. This thing, I would not sleep on it. I think copper very well looking for all-time highs eventually, again, above the 200-day moving average. The weekly, phenomenal. Yeah, dude, that was one of your highest, also your fourth highest weekly candle close ever last week. Yeah, you can't sleep on copper. The trend is very good. What about palladium? Palladium down 2.4% today. Oof, they just can't do it, man. Such a real level, like it's 1500. But here's the thing though, you're in such good shape of your trend that even if they take it to 1250 for a back test, even if they took it as far as like 1100, it still would be a major higher low than the previous low. So I just don't think you have much to worry about trend wise. But yeah, for now, platinum and palladium, no wonder, right? Palladium is like in the family of platinum. They're both up against a key support resistance, and they're just unfavorable price action for now. Maybe they're just absorbing supply, but kind of a big rejection today. I mean, it was at 1534. Jeez, what is it off the highs of day? Like almost 7% off the highs. God. So let's just keep monitoring palladium at this 1500 level. To break it would be insane, 1850 and 2000 plus. But until then, we just kind of have to say they can't break resistance for now. All right. Yeah, commodities pretty tame. Aluminum? Bro, aluminum. Oh my God, dude. Aluminum looks like it's getting ready for 3,220. What a trend. What a freaking trend. And above all the major levels that they just 2023 all the way to 2025, early 2025, 2022 even. They're above it all, man. What a trend. So we'll see. I wonder if we could plot a channel here. It's beautiful. I know it's very illiquid, whatever, industrial metal. But look at that, man. Buy me a crypto that looks like that. Aluminum greater than crypto. Platinum 30 times more rare than golds. Yeah, again, I think like we're in this kind of metal super cycle, and those are the late performers. I think they're the late bloomers, if you want to say that. You got to give them time. Palladium and platinum. Give it time, man. Like patience in crypto is one thing, but patient on precious industrial metals, that's another level. You got to be, I'll just say this, channel your inner boomer. Become a boomer when you own metals. That's the only way it will work. If you are a millennial and zoomer, it won't work. Because you're a junkie. You're like, oh my God, 10% crypto moves every day. I don't get that on metals ever. So if you wanted to be more yourself, the miners, right? Like the silver and gold miners. But the problem is, the time to buy those strategically and optimally was back in 2023. Like SVM. I mean, I don't know. Like, I want to spend more time on these because this is where the money is. This is where the animal spirits are. And people were like, dude, I just want to see my favorite scam coin. Show me Pundy coin now. But it's like, that's not where it's at. No, the party's not there. Energy today doing well. Energy stocks like Valero. But then you got like Las Vegas Sands doing all right today. Stitch Fix up. Nike, I'll get some consumer discretionary up today. Nothing's up really big today on the equities market. I mean, I'm talking like on my watch list that's I've had for years. But yeah, Beyond Meat though. Let's just look at the short squeeze. Up 36%, is up 45+% earlier. Yeah, who cares? Like, well, oh my God, man. Remember this, dude. Anytime you see something like this, just think about it like this, all right? No rhyme, no reason, no structure, no strategy, just slot machine, just casino, just putting it on red, and the roulette, the ball hit red. Oh my God, a coin flip. Less than a coin flip, probably. You win. You won the BYND roulette table jackpot. Congratulations. What happens if you keep playing the numbers game, though? You will not be successful in the markets. Okay, so just look at that. Think about it like that. Anytime you get random pumps. But yeah, maybe it was an 88% retrace in the previous low high. All right, whatever, dude. Yeah, sure. Okay. Just as easily could have been down 30+% today. Some of those, if you remember, some of those quantum computer, oh man, they continue to unwind on quantum computing. The bubble, it popped, I guess. Down 6.6% here. QBTS, I'm surprised it's not up there. Wow, why is where's QBTS? It should be just in line. I guess it's not. Down 4.2%. Okay, there's a lot of assets down. There's a lot more losers today than winners, I'll tell you that. And the losers, a lot more losses than those winners. Yeah. A lot of losers today. Okay, so we looked at, let's look at these Mag 7s. All right, let's go best to worst. Let's go Nvidia of 1.3%. Should have looked at this earlier, I know, but whatever. And a lot of stuff going on. So this like potential structure I have plotted here is not invalid. It's still technically valid. It's actually confirmed for now. Now, of course, they could squeeze this, but the problem is you're in such bad shape locally that they could take this to 192 and it rolls over from there. And then all of a sudden you just have another lower high locally and it strengthens the argument for lower. So yeah, that's the hard part about trying to short something like you don't. You just say, all right, maybe just hang tight on this one until maybe they recapture 196. It's an insurance policy to protect yourself because yeah, any rally that would occur or could occur that will conclude lower than the previous high of 196, the October 10th high, 195, and just another lower high. And they're potentially, that's what these structures imply, that the momentum is shifting into the hands of the sellers and you're now trading below a key support resistance. I think it's important. 183.40. I'm okay with Nvidia above 183.40, but when it's below it, I'm just kind of like, I'm hitting the brakes and I'm just going to wait. I'll miss out on a few percentage gains just so I can sleep at night, knowing that the asset is trading favorably above key levels that it needs to be above, not below. Yeah, so very elevated. Let's look. Remember these monthly candles closed. And that was a disgusting bearish engulfing candle, was it not? I mean, that was the biggest red candle percentage-wise, or not percentage, I mean, just price-wise we've ever seen in our lives. It's never happened this big. That's because the price has appreciated so much too. So it's relative. Not that big a deal, but it is just an event, right? It was a 12.59% red candle. That would be one of your worst. I mean, that was 13%. You see what I'm saying though? When you go higher, it's not about percentage. It is more about percentage than it is price, but I'm still saying that it was the largest price red candle we've ever seen. Yeah, you're just way up here. There's nothing really going on except, oh my God. I mean, like, dude, good luck playing this. I'm not telling anyone to play it, but I do want people to just see here. Like, if you know what bearish divergence is, right? You know. This is in the making. Like, this could take months to play out, but it is beginning to develop, and they could take it down and they could do triple bearish divergence at $200+, of course, right? But it is beginning to develop with the waning positive momentum on the histogram. And the RSI is certainly in the same situation where you do have, I mean, right? Every time you're making higher highs, you're making lower levels in overbought territory on the RSI. So monthly bearish divergence developing on Nvidia. I'm not saying it's dumping now or it's the end of the world. I'm just showing you the existence of reality, okay? Don't blame me, man. You go into a textbook, what's bearish divergence? Oh, there it is on Nvidia. Yes, correct. It doesn't mean it's going to collapse. I'm just showing it to you. People keep conflating me showing you what reality is as me trying to make calls on what assets are going to do next. That's not what it is, man. Okay, let's look at the weekly. Weekly does have its own bearish divergence on the RSI. Gosh dang it. So annoying. Changing the visibility of these things. Yeah, I mean, like, you just do have like a high, the higher high, but again, it doesn't mean it's going to collapse. Okay, so all right, so let's go to Aapl though. Let's look at this one's freaking monthly. I think new month, new price action. I mean, this thing could be ready to run, man, and pull a Microsoft, pull a Google. I've been saying people just sleep on Aapl because it's Aapl. But I mean, you have 3 record monthly closes in a row, and there's nothing here. $300. I think $300 would be a good target. All right, look at that. I mean, you actually have this going on. This is just linear scale channel, but this channel goes all the way back to 2019, and they're breaking. They broke it on the 2 months ago, and now we have a new month, right? So 2 months ago it broke, and then last month, what did they do? They back tested the breakout at support, and now if there's follow through, it's 300, 350. Who knows? The guy will be going again, because that's where this guy, if you remember, I don't know. That's this guy. That was from him buying puts on Aapl. He just thought it couldn't go any higher, and then it literally went nuts after. So this is the one I like. I've liked it. I do like Tesla, but not, I mean, that it did, right, in the low 300s, and then it went nuts and went over $400 at 430 or 420, and yeah, now it's like the shorter term trend's kind of not great right now on that big flush, that big bear Scartley on the weekly. But again, this one, it's time to shine. Second largest stock market cap in the world. Hold on, I have to take my pre-workout. I have it out. If y'all just give me like 2 seconds. I got my workout in 25 minutes, so I got to take that. Okay. If you're enjoying the live stream, please hit the like button and bell that sub. Thank you all for being here. I've been away for a minute, but I'm back. And even if I leave again, I'd be bringing my entire setup with me. There is a chance, chat, I might be going to Europe this week to ski in the Alps, but it's not exactly certain, but it might be with Mama Ivy. One sec. Yeah, y'all give me 1 sec. All right, chat. Like button, bell, sub, join the Patreon, patreon.com/MitchRayTA. It's first month, first best day. Join the trade Patreon, where there's trade setups, access to the premium Discord, and supporting a 100% crowdsourced streamer going on 8 years now. 1 sec. Yeah, that's right. Irwin Creatine, Wayne Batson. Exactly. right, I'm back. Sorry. That was painless, right? I mean, come on. It took literally 60 seconds, maybe. So, yeah, this is Animal Spirits. I think Apple's the one for equities right now, the big boy equities. We go to Amazon, that definitely had a nice bounce off that M shape, but it's a reaction, man. The reaction you get. We're waiting on something like this on oil, I think. But yeah, this will possibly, what you're thinking is idealistically this little reaction would subside and then we go for like a retest, and then I'd be posting a trade setup, and then we get reallocation of funds on new month into Amazon too, and then the easy to strategize here, stop loss below 214, you know, that local low type 2 return, and then you'd be looking for something like this. That's what we're wanting, man, like for real. It's very rare we get stuff like this on the Mag 7s, but yeah, I haven't been able to post like a long on Amazon anytime, right? We had Google and Tesla, those were the big boys. Well, all right, so those are the only 3 of the Mag 7 up today. The rest are down. Tesla down 0.13%. I mean, like, this is like why it's kind of bittersweet on Tesla right now. The bitter part is, you know, it's going to take a lot of work to recapture the previous discernible swing highs, which is 465 plus. The bitter part is, I'm sorry, that was the bitter part. But the sweet part is buyers have recaptured a key level from 2021. That's a big deal, man. Like to get back above that is important. So worst case, I mean, even if they sell it off, if we get something like this, if that would be like possibly a setup for risk, you could manage your risk there pretty easily, where they back test it, reconfirm it as support, and then maybe a little local higher low or something right there. That would be really good, because if you got that, then the chances are higher that you probably be getting that soon. So we really want to be paying attention to Tesla now, where they've done good things, but it's not good enough. But a little pullback to 414, 411 would, for a test, and a successful test would be spectacular. So going to be paying attention to that. Remember, it was all this. It was the weekly, ended up being this. Yikes. But the good news is there's no performance yet. This is the reaction. That's not good enough, man. That's definitely not good enough. Above that swing high in 2021, I'm okay with it. Remember, this is virtually an investment. This is a position trade for us, getting in the low 300s. Taking profit on one, but 2 other price objectives have not been achieved. 48 would be the second price objective, not there. And then the third would be price discovery. You know, join the Patreon. It's in there. The next target. So big extensions. And the monthly though, not a big deal, man. Like what they do, like they back tested, they confirmed, they held 2 months. Now see, on this 3rd month that has just started, right? Another test, a perfect test would be wonderful. That's what I'm talking about. On the daily, they go and they retest it. On the monthly, they do the same thing, and you bounce off that. That would be probably it. And then that's when we would see true price discovery. Holy crap, Chad. EA alert just went off. Let's interrupt our Mag 7 breakdown and go to EA. My goodness. And you're talking about the largest ascending triangle we have seen maybe ever. Well, not really. I think we've seen bigger ones. Not really. I mean, this goes back to 2018, man. Remember, this thing's getting bought out by a Saudi Arabian private entity, but nearing an all-time high. This is the monthly. It's up 0.4% right now. I still have some call options on this, actually. Kind of crazy. I don't know, you know, at this point with the, I don't know, I got to look into the buyout, what's going to happen, you know, but this is, you talk about price discovery. It's just been a couple months now. It's Vincent, man.
At Vincent Lechapella 7432 super chatted $71.50. Hey Mitch, I hope you had great time with family. Can you take a look at PLG
Family.
weekly/daily? Thanks a lot, man.
Vincent, thanks so much, dude, for carrying this this stream. You being the ultimate sponsor. We used to have tip wars, crazy stuff, man. But you know, it's just not the same anymore. But with you, man, yeah, you carry this stream on your shoulders, supporting me and what I do. So I'm very grateful, man. It's amazing, dude. Just please type in the chat for Vincent. Hit the like button on his super chat right there. Thank you, dude. Hope you, yeah, I had a great time with the family. Ate well. Got to see them all. And then, you know, always the Iron Bowl. 6 years in a row. The longest win streak against our rival, Auburn, in my lifetime. And it feels stupidly good. G-Dog, well, it's not saying the same, is it? It's up, you know. See, look on the daily. I know it's crazy, right? But look what they're doing, man. It's like the breakaway gap, like they're running it the highest level since that event. September 29th, highest price. So we'll see. I don't know. Like, it's crazy. But remember the back test? This was all, you were pinged on this in the Patreon, Citadel, Discord, Premium Discord. You were pinged about this back test occurring. Like, it all happened before the events. That's what's so beautiful about it. TA was there. The technicals were there before the news-driven catalyst. So nice. Okay, so back to our regularly scheduled Mag 7 breakdown. Microsoft down 0.86% today. You know, off a very, you know, of course, right? The target area below 493.71 was 467. You bounced. The 200-day moving average is there as well, 3 days, and it gapped up. You know that gap's gonna fill. Gap's gonna fill, man. 476. Down today, below 493. The problem is you're in kind of a rough shape right now. Because like even if they recapture 493, chances are it's gonna manifest into a lower high than the high we saw at 583 from October 28th. And remember, confirm the top at the gold mean ratio. You're not in good shape. I'd rather be an Apple all day than Microsoft.
Appreciate you. Good times around the bend. Join Discord and like the video. Much love. Happy holy days.
I have some evidence Man Bear Pig could be in this area.
Claudio, thanks so much for the $10 super chat, man. Holy days. Yeah, we got some Jesus days on precious metals and Apple. We do. But it's just in a new month is here. So you could see something like Aapl begin to really run now because you're going to get rotations. This happens new months, new price action, or big continuations of price action, of prevailing trends. Apple's been in a very beautiful, methodical uptrend. So that flag breakout occurred, and look at us now, all-time highs. So gotta love it. Thank you so much, Claudio. Yeah, you're just not in great shape here, even with a continued rally. There's no edge, there's no structure outside of the double top that was confirmed. You want to see it on the weekly, the Eye of Sauron, the Tara Baradur. Look what they did. They took this thing all the way last week to test that neckline, and they closed right at it, and they just gapped down, and here you are. You see what I'm saying, though? The problem is on the weekly, like they could do this, and it's gonna like be more evidence of bad. You know, that's concerning. And then you could be going into a correction that could extend to 388 if you give me months. But at the same time, while that's happening, Apple would be like melting up, ripping faces off. So I don't know. You know, that's just where we're at. It's great to see, like, after that disgusting almost 8% drawdown 2 weeks ago, we did get a nice recovery off a typical reversal area. Duh, that was the target. So as long as you're above 467, I guess you're okay. But if you lose that, it's gonna be pretty gross, man. 446, 429. Yeah, all right. It had its fun in the sun, man. It was outperforming everything in the world this summer, early this summer into July. And guess what happened after that? Rotation station into the likes of Tesla and Google. And then attempted rally, confirmed it. This is an earnings report, another earnings report, quarter to quarter, same peak. It's kind of crazy how they did it. yeah, so Google and Tesla took the torch, but then now Tesla's been consolidating for too long and pulling back, and now it's Apple. And Meta's down today. What a candle last week. My God, up 9.4. I'm sorry. Yeah, 9%, 9.04%. And what did they do? They took it down. They lost a level, but it was a fake out. And they gapped it up and it just ran. But the problem is, right, you're in such bad shape that they could take this thing, they could squeeze this thing so high and still put in a lower high. That's when you dump like this, it just puts yourself and it puts the market participants in such a bad situation trend wise that it would take so much work to shift momentum back into the hands of the buyers locally. Hey,
Potato Anonymous tipped $25. Sorry, took me a minute to find something today. SES Plaza, and thank you. Happy holidays. Hope you get in that Alp strip, sir. Folded hands emoji, mad shrugging emoji, Peepo PLS.
Peepo PLS, potatoes. Autonomous, thank you, dude. Yeah, we can look at that. I don't have many requests today. Thanks so much, 25, dude. Seriously. Yeah, so good week finally, right after just the bearish route. I mean, what was the monthly? Like it wasn't as bad. Yeah, what a candle. That's not enough, man. But yeah. A great trend. You're pulling back. It's just midterm kind of rough, but yeah, the monthly looks great, I guess. Yeah, sure. I mean, they could take it down to 533 and it'd still possibly be a nice back. That might be a great area to identify a structure, a local structure, like they lose it, they spring it, they back test it, and get a higher low locally. 533 would be amazing. Then from the low to high, it's an 886. Like that'd be a great target area for a potential long if price action correlated the way we want it to. 530s. Okay. I hope we can get something down there. It's going to take a minute. All right. Yeah. Like breakaway gap. Yeah, man, that's probably a better level. Yeah. You get like a big old shark pattern down there. 886 lining up with a key support resistance zone. I think that would be a better spot. Anyway. All right. So that's 6 and here's 7. All right. This is Google cooling off after its phenomenal godlike run. Just last week we saw a fresh all-time high at 328 and change. Now it's the worst performer of the Mag 7 today. Okay. No structure, no strategy. It's in its price discovery run. There's just no telling where this will conclude. Targeting, no idea, man. Like you could say that 2618. Oh wait, they hit the 2618, 314. 3618 is 380. So, but before that, you're gonna have to look at like I would say 325, 350, 375, 400. You just don't know. This thing has gone beyond technical analysis. That happens sometimes in price discovery. That's like silver. It's like 60. After 60, my God, dude, 75, 100. You could pull out the stops. You could go to the monthly on silver and do log scale. You could do Fibonacci that way. You would find targets, but the monthly cup with handle and log scale on silver it's psychotic. I mean, I've never seen anything like it before. That large 50-year large cup with Hendelman. So Google down today, but obviously it's been the darling. Remember 170 entry, the 173 entry. It's Velocity athlete into a MVP of the national championship game, into NFL, into Hall of Famer in the NFL. That's Google. Amazing. All right, that's your Mag 7 breakdown. Going back to silver real quick, that has pulled back. And they're just pulling back, man. People trade and they take profit and whatever, you know. Let me show you this monthly I'm talking about on silver, because this is the party, man. Forget the linear. Let's go to log. Let's see what time it is. All right, let's shoot, man. Okay, good. My trainer's 10 minutes behind, so I'll be able to stream a little bit longer. Look at this, man. It's like something you can't even believe. Look at that. I mean, cup with Hendelman. Like if you Fibonacci'd in log scale, no one would believe you when you told them the 1272 fib extension is 102, 103, $100 silver. No one would believe you. I don't even believe you. I don't even believe myself right here. I don't believe silver. That's crazy. The amount of upside, it would have to almost double. It would be 80%, go up 80%, and it hits the first Fibonacci extension in log scale of cup with handle. People would be like, oh, do the measured move. Nah, doesn't even compute. I would not even think about doing a measured move in this situation. You went crazy. I feel like I'm Alex Cobb doing 589 on XRP, but it's 100 on silver. Don't blame me, man. Okay, it's just the way of the world. 50 years. Crazy enough. All right. If you want a 1414, it's 150. You wanted a 1618, it's 250. That's good enough for me, man. That's enough big boy targets. But then we look at the monthly and linear scale, and we get Fibonacci a little more reasonably. High point to low point, the 2011 high to the lowest point in 2020. Okay, $60 is that 1272. That's when I was thinking, I'm like, where's the 60 1272? All right, think about it. On the 4 hour, the 1618 of the dragon, or of that previous all-time, that ascending triangle, is 60 1618. And now if you look at the monthly and you go 2011, the 1618 is confluent with the 1272. So 60 is definitely a hardcore target. Hardcore, like undeniable, that is it. Pretty confident 60 is going to get hit. Psychological and 2 different Fibonacci extensions from 2 different swing highs to lows, locally and way far out historically. 1414, 65, and the 1618, 73. So those are all reasonable at this point. Okay, this is a spring coiled, long time coming, man. All right. Silver's up 100% on the year for the first time since 1979. Go the 12 month. Look at this. Up 100% as I'm speaking to you. We saw 100% candle. 1979, it was up 360. Oh my God. Did you hear me? In 1 year, silver up 360% back then. Let's do that again, man. If we do that again, those Fibonacci, I mean, the log scale 1272 at $100 is a joke. It's like certain. We're going way beyond that. We'll go to the 1618 log scale if it just repeats 1979. But there are rumors there's somebody out there trying to corner the silver market too. Like it's a rumor, man. But hey, man, buy the rumor. We'll see. See what happens. See that right there, 1272. You can't see the magenta back there, but they are confluent. Wow. Yeah, 1 year deficit of silver, exactly. Oh man, all right. I think we had a request. Let me knock this out before time gets away from me. We've been live now for 1 hour and 24 minutes. If you're enjoying this early live stream, hit the like button, the bell stuff. Thanks for being here, everyone. All right, let's go to the first request. PLG with Platinum Group Limited. Yeah, Platinum Group Limited, man. It was looking good for a while. It's been good. And yeah, I think you have a full-on trend reversal. We had all these things going on with this one. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you're putting in the highest low, the old levels from October 2024. Look at this, high from 2022, high from 2018, 2019. That is now support. This is like a Wyckoff accumulation. You are in, this is the sign of strength. This is the backup, and you're now looking for confirmation. You're pretty much confirming with some follow. I think PLG holding this, you are good. I think you're gonna eventually see 537 to 623. That would be the aggressive harmonic, that big harmonic that's taken too long. Those would be the targets up there. Okay, I think if you're in PLG, you're in good shape. The trend has become your friend. All right, you got the higher highs, you got the higher lows coming in. You're above the 200 moving average. I'm sure you already had a golden cross, of course. And you had golden cross back in July this year. So this is in great shape. I would say like maybe invalidation of great shape is when you fall below 184, but you still, dude, you could go to 141 or 150, let's say, and put in still put in a higher low than the one from August. So platinum, I think, is in good shape, man. PLG anyway. I like this one a lot. Okay, even like the shorter term trades, that was great and all, but just higher lows look more than before. Old levels of support reconfirmed as support. A spring back test even in May of this year. Yeah, uptrending, bro. So when y'all are listening to the stream, let me know, like, so there's like no ambience, like there's no like buzzing in the background. It should be the most crisp it's ever been, because I have like noise suppression on, where you shouldn't even be able to hear me. You should, like, in the old settings, you should be able to hear this, but you can't now. That should make it much higher quality. Oh, no, so that's PLG. That was a request. Thank you, your Wyckoff accumulation final phase. Okay, let's look at SES for potato. SES AIE. Well, I mean, there you go, man. And this has turned everything around. Of course it did. Real Bad Man says better than Friday. Yeah, I mean, like, of course. Should be better than it's ever been in the history of my live streams. So if Wayne Batson improves, then we definitely win, because production god. Okay, so this is SES. I mean, hey, I had the M shape, and then it turned it all around, right? But now your big retrace. See, the problem is, like, I think like a better entry would be 134. When they broke that 134, they never confirmed it as support. That was a support in 2023. They were holding it for 2024 for a while before they lost it and it became resistance and rolled over. And now you got a bunch of higher highs, higher lows. You had a huge rally, hit 317, kind of went through it and dumped. I think, like, if you wanted to long SES, if you wanted to strategize on SES, you would want something like this to happen. Just being real. You would want that to happen. That's remember, you're always looking on, it doesn't matter what asset it is, you're always looking for the asset to be correlating to a historical level. You want to see sellers violate it. Then you want to see sellers fail to be able to do anything after they violate it. They relent, the buyers recapture the level, then locally they reconfirm it as support. And that's your trigger. That's the edge. That is a certain edge. It makes it so effortless to set up a strategic stop loss that's tight, cut your losses fast, and if it's successful, maximum upside to 250, 265. That is what you want. You wouldn't, like, settle, okay? You're not going to settle for, oh, I'm trying to buy here randomly. It doesn't make any sense to buy here. None. You get a better entry. And if it never happens, F it, move on to the next asset, and you're going to look for something doing this somewhere. Like silver did this exact thing. That's why the most recent trade setup was silver on the 4 hour. The exact thing. The violation, the recapturing, and the reconfirmation. Okay. So I would say no. And then, the market has closed, chat. Jesus chimes for the stock market closing. Hello? Bitcoin, back to Bitcoin. We hadn't been here in a minute. Only looked at it one time today, really. After the big dump, they're off the lows, and now the market's closed. They could rally this thing. Asia, wake up. They could take it back up, man. They could take it higher. 88K, and it's not going to really matter. It's very, like, for a trader, it's impossible to strategize this moment. It just is. There's just nothing here. The time to strategize was to identify price action correlation to this inflection zone as resistance, and only a short seller, it made sense, right? One could have set up a stop loss above 93K, a little above that, and then been entering around this zone, and like, yeah, maybe you're not at a profit taking level yet, but it's a great start. You killed it. That's the downtrend, right? Bear pull, bear flag, bearish consolidation, right? Not even coming close to threatening or rivaling the previous discernible swing highs on this chart. That's all you got right now. It's just a downtrend. And yes, the dump happened, and now the selling pressure might subside for a little while because the people that were selling, their market just closed. So yeah, and then futures will close in an hour for 60 minutes. And then it could rally even more because then you have no one even on the futures market that can sell this thing. So what's up, Ice Bandit, man? What's good? Well, we talked about it. We talked about what's good today. Man, it's freaking silver, man. And metals in general. Some better than others, but I'm talking about like more long-term, mid-term. I mean, they all like palladium, platinum. I think they might, if they pull back, they're just going to make higher lows, just more buying opportunities, DCA opportunities. Aapl, incredible record close. We did it, man. We freaking did it, man. 283. They took it even higher. Wow. This thing, I'm talking animal spirits, new month. Think about that. The new month, all of a sudden, Aapl. Any other Mag 7 doing this today? Absolutely not. People rotating their gains from Google, rightfully probably into Aapl, and that could continue. You're nearing a 285, 1272 from the the 2025 December 2024 all-time high to the lowest point in April. That's how we Fibonacci. This is a target area upcoming, but I would think that the 1414 eventually 300, 297, 86, 1414 would be a harder target than 285. Okay, so incredible stuff, man. It had been such a strong performer in the drawdowns we had been receiving on the market, on the macro, where the VIX had been spiking, and all that was happening was just the consolidation structure continued to mature, very high and tight, and now breakout a few days ago and just continuing now. I love it. My favorite one right now. No strat on Aapl. Well, it was a bull flag. I mean, talking about, there's no strategy. I mean, there was like a week ago, but this has been good. Like every time when I've streamed, every time we look at Aapl, what I've been favorable on this asset. It's been a good looking asset. Okay. Yeah. Harder to, okay. They never tested 260. That would have been the ticket for sure. Definitely. Okay, chat. Looks like, unfortunately, I'm about to have to conclude this because I got my workout, my pre-workouts coursing through my veins now, starting to feel tingly everywhere. Probably really good for chart analysis, but probably not as good for that as it would be for working out. So yeah, they're really pulling silver back off its highs. This thing was up like 4% at the peak. But that's okay. Again, like they could take silver to 54, 57. They could take silver to 52. They could take it to 50, 85, and it'd still be a higher low than the previous major discernible swing low. So you're in such good shape no matter what happens on this one. And 60 is the big target. Above that, we'll just go $5 at a time. Yeah, silver is the altcoin. It is the place that one could have had their money over the past week or two, and it was strategic, and there was an edge, and you had the trend behind you, and fortunately it played out. It was a big winner. All right, chat. Well, it has been a good stream, a good homecoming stream. You know, I've been gone a while for Thanksgiving and family, but I'm back at least for a couple days. But no matter where I go next, if I leave early this week or something to go skiing in Europe, you'd definitely be coming with me, and hopefully my background would be the Alps. That would be sick, wouldn't it? All right, well, again, it's the first of the month, first best day to join the Patreon, patreon.com/MitchRayTA. Trade setups, education, access to the premium Discord chat. Above all, you support a 100% crowdsourced streamer going on 8 years, never accepted a sponsor voluntarily, never push affiliate marketing links of scamming exchanges, which everyone has. Everyone does that. Go to any crypto stream, random or crypto stock stream. They all got it, man. Affiliate marketing links. Okay, missed out who knows how much. Okay, for the sake of preserving my integrity, so you know exactly who I represent, and it's you. So that's why you would join the Patreon above anything, any of the value you receive in it, and you support me and my team. So thanks for everything. I'll just be back. Till next time. Respect the T. A.
You're listening to M Soul Music in the Mix. Give a better sound to your life.